Hello, everyone. So I'm going to be doing an overview of the syllabus so that you can make sure you know how to navigate it and where to find everything. So this is under the syllabus tab on Canvas. Here's a brief introduction to me as well as to the course. If you want a copy of the syllabus for yourself, you can click on this link and you can go to our Google Doc version of the syllabus, which looks a little bit different than the Canvas syllabus, but has all the same information. You can go to File and then Download, and then you'll be able to download whatever format you would like. So our class is an online asynchronous class. That means we don't ever meet in real time all together as a class. We have things that we need to do for the week, but you get to choose when during that week you're going to do them. So our structure is that the week ends on Friday at 2 p.m. So this might be a little bit different from some of your other courses that end on Sunday at 11:59. I don't do it that way. One, so that if you have questions right before you submit, I'm available to you during the day. If it was 11:59, I'd be very much asleep. And second, I like to make sure that I'm able to take a look at your assignments and give you feedback before the end of the day on Friday. That way you've got that feedback and then you can move forward with your life. And so the new week always begins on Friday at 2:01. And so you always have one full week to complete the assignments. Some students have said, well, I work on Fridays. I can't turn in my assignments. So pretend like they're due at 11:59 on Thursday night, right? Whatever you need to do to make sure you give yourself enough time to complete the assignments. The assignments can be due ahead of time. They don't need to be done like you don't need to do them at Friday at 1:59 p.m., right? Okay, so we've got a particular flow for our course. So we'll usually cover 1 to 2 chapters a week. So first you should do the chapter reading to familiarize yourself with the material. I put a lot of like videos and practice assignments and other multimedia things to help you engage with the material. Um, Third thing that you should do is then go to our video discussion and go ahead and post, and then look through your classmates' posts and comment on them, and then continue studying. Email me or visit me in student hours if you've got any questions. And lastly, you're going to want to complete your demonstrate for the week, and I'll talk a little bit more about demonstrates a little bit further down. So here is some information about me that you can read about. Important is how to contact me. So you can contact me on the inbox tool here in Canvas, which is here in the left-hand navigation toolbar, or you can email me at my Gmail account or my Cypress account. I respond in all of those places. However, if you really want to get in touch with me quickly, you're going to want to use Pronto. So Pronto's an app that we have embedded in Canvas. If you click on this button here, it gives you more information on what it is and how to use it and how to access it on your phones. So I have student hours every week. These might differ from semester to semester, so make sure to refer to your syllabus. I have both in-person student hours as well as online if you need to get a hold of me there. I also meet outside of those times if you need to meet, so just email me if those times don't work for you. So here are the things you're going to need to start our class. First off, for our textbook, I've chosen an open education resource book, which means that you have it for free, which is awesome. So everything is embedded within Canvas, and that's where you're going to be doing your textbook reading. Of course, you're going to need a computer with reliable internet connection in order to access Canvas and to come see me in Zoom student hours if you need to. If you don't have access to a computer or reliable internet connection, you can borrow a Chromebook or a laptop or just do your work over at the Learning Resource Center on campus. And lastly, you need any device that you can record video to. So that can be either a computer or your phone, because we will be doing video discussions every week. So why do we do video discussions? Because I find that for students, being in an online class can be really isolating and you never connect with other students. You never create those bonds. And I miss that about being in person. And so I've tried to create an environment where we actually get to know one another, feel that sense of connection and belonging. And so video discussions is one of the ways that we do that. So I know that some people might not feel comfortable, showing their face. So there are, different camera apps out there where you can put like a filter on, or you can pixelate your face, or you can put a sticker on your face. TikTok has these like filters where you can even change the way your face looks. Any of that will be completely fine. The goal is just for us to be able to hear one another and to see one another. Even if there's like a sticker on your face, so that we can create that sense of connection. All right, so here are our course values. So I value academic honesty, and above everything, I value student learning. Like that's my goal, is to get you to learn. And so copying doesn't help your learning. Plagiarizing doesn't help your learning. And the use of artificial intelligence tools, um, sometimes it can help your learning. I actually am a big fan of artificial intelligence. I use ChatGPT like all the time because I think it's such a powerful tool to help us learn. So, for example, if you have a concept in the class like the lifespan perspective, and you're just having a hard time understanding it, or maybe cohort effects, and you go to an AI tool and you say, can you explain cohort effects to me in simple language? That helps your learning. What doesn't help your learning is if you put the prompt in for our assignment and then take whatever the AI tool gives you and then pop it into the assignment. That does not help learning. So remember that AI use is okay. I think it's a great tool, but we always want to do it in service of our learning and not to shortcut our learning, right? We don't want it to stop us from learning. We want it to help us learn. All right. I value a safe environment for all students. I value providing students with disabilities any accommodations they need. So if you're a DSS student, please make sure to get your paperwork in. I value regular participation in the class. Look, I know that you've got lives outside of this class, and that's okay, but really logging in every week and moving along with us in the course content is going to be the best for your learning. If you disappear for like a month or two and then try to cram all that learning into a short period of time, that doesn't sit well with your learning abilities. So regular participation is really important. And so if you're not regularly participating, I'll reach out because I also value communication. And so if you're not doing your work, I'll reach out, see what's going on. I'll work with you. But if I don't hear back from you, I'll probably drop you just because I don't want to give you an F at the end of the semester. I'd rather you just withdraw. All right, and remember that all of the materials in this class are for our learning, and so please don't take them and put them in other places. All right, here's our course calendar. You can download a copy for yourself, or you can see that version for your semester in Canvas. It's embedded there. It gives you all of the things that we're covering, the chapters, and the due dates. Okay, so earning your grade. This is one that's quite different from what you might be used to. So as I said, value learning. And a lot of research shows us that points-based systems don't actually motivate students to learn. They motivate students to gain as many points as they can. And I don't really like that. So I've adopted a different structure for our grading. So we have two major assignments that count towards your grade. One are the video discussions, and the second are the demonstrates. So for the video discussions, in order to earn an A in the class, you need to complete 10 of them out of 14. You need to submit them on time. You need to reply to 2 peers. And so your post needs to meet a certain standard. So that means you need to respond to the prompt and you need to reply to 2 peers before the following due date. So we need them on time because that's when we're talking. If you come late to a discussion, The discussion's not there anymore. So we need those to be on time. So that's why you only need 10 out of 14 of them. That means you can disappear or miss an entire month's worth of video discussions, and you can still earn an A in the class, which I think is pretty cool. So when you submit your video discussion, I will mark it as either meeting standards or not meeting standards. And if you meet the standard for that week, go ahead and put a check mark. So you'll put a check there. And as you put checks, you'll start on the left and you'll work your way to the right. So in terms of demonstrates are instead of exams in this class. We don't have any exams in the class. Your demonstrate is your opportunity to show me what you know from those chapters that we covered that week. So these demonstrates, you'll submit them, and they are graded again on meet standards or needs revision. If you meet the standard, you get a check. If you don't meet the standard, right, you need revision, I'll tell you exactly what you need to do in order for you to meet standards, and you can resubmit it, and then I can update your grade. So you'll have 4 weeks to do those resubmissions, just to make sure you don't fall too far behind. So as you move through this grade tracker, if you fill up a particular letter column, then that's the grade that you earn. All right. So if you've got questions, please reach out. I know that this is new. I have the grade tracker to help. I also have an activity in the syllabus scavenger hunt that will help you practice. And then we have 2 grade checkpoints throughout the semester, again, just to make sure that you know what's going on. All right, so these are the types of assignments that we have in our course. So we've got our video assignments. So not for every section of your textbook, but for some sections where you need a little bit more explanation, I've recorded a little brief video that has embedded questions within it. This helps keep you engaged in the material as you're moving through it. So the video discussions, again, are so that we can create those connections and discuss the course content together. So please make sure to film a video and to put it up on our discussion boards. There are instructions there that show you how to do it, either from a computer or from your phones. All right, for the demonstrates. So I've mentioned that these are instead of exams. And so there's 1 demonstrate a week. It's going to help me see how much you've learned from the material of the week. And they take lots of different forms. Sometimes they might be an interview. Sometimes you'll create an infographic. Sometimes you'll do like a talk or create a podcast. You get to choose which of these options you like, and then you submit that to show me how much you know. All right, the final exam is optional. So if you earn the grade that you want already, you don't need to worry about the final. But the final exam is just one last opportunity for you to meet any standards that you haven't yet throughout the semester. All right, I had mentioned how much I value participation. And lastly, in terms of extra credit, I don't offer any because you're allowed to resubmit your assignments, right? So I think that that is plenty for you to do. Besides, I want to make sure that your grade is a reflection of what you actually know, not your ability to do extra stuff. All right, I've also got lots of student resources here. So if you find that you need some extra support throughout the semester, you can come on here, see what we've got available for you. And if you can't find it, reach out to me. I'd love to connect you with the right resources that we have on campus. And lastly, we've got our top 10 tips for doing well in our class. Log on to our course every day. Schedule a time to dedicate to this class every week so you don't fall behind. I find that online students are like, oh, I'll get to it when I get a chance. But life is busy and we never just are sitting there and like, I want to work on lifespan development right now. That just doesn't happen. So you need to set a time. Like, for example, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to, sit and do lifespan development work from 10 a.m. to noon. And that way, if it's in your calendar, you know you're going to have the time to do it. I encourage you to take notes while reading and watching the videos, develop relationships with your classmates, right? We learn so much from connecting with our classmates. Ask questions. I love questions, so please throw them my way. Study a little bit every day, utilize all the resources made available to you online, make connections between the different topics we learn about in class. This helps strengthen the information in your brain. Pace yourself on readings and budget your time wisely. So don't try to cram all the reading into a very short time. That's not going to be good for your learning. And connect things that you learn in your daily life. This class is about human development. And so I think that we all can sort of relate to it. And that makes it more fun as well. So that's our syllabus. Let me know if you've got questions. Otherwise, I will see you later. Bye.